In a country where cricket is not just a sport but a religion, the announcement that India is set to host the Cricket World Cup in 2023 sent shockwaves of excitement and anticipation through the hearts of millions. And while the players get up to showcase their skills on the pitch, it's the Indian economy that stands to hit a massive six with an estimated boost of a staggering $1.6 billion. In this cricket crazed land, where every run is celebrated as a victory, the World Cup promises not just a sporting glory but also an economic spectacle of its own. So let's delve into this captivating narrative of how this monumental event is poised to transform not only the cricketing landscape but also the very pulse of India's economy. Let's begin. You're watching Informed Investor, the Third Umpire, an initiative by Research and Ranking. As India hosts its fourth Cricket World Cup with earlier ones in 1987, 1996 and 2011, millions of Indians will sit inside stadiums or in front of televisions, nervously speculating and rooting for the team to repeat the feat again after 12 years. I am sure you remember what happened on 2nd April 2011. That night, where the Indian team won the World Cup for the second time with our captain Cool finishing off the game with a six.
Finishes off in style. A magnificent strike into the crowd. India lift the World Cup after 28 years.
We're all crossing our fingers and hoping our team wins the cup again. But interestingly, whether India wins the World Cup or not this time, the Indian economy is undoubtedly going to be a winner and benefit from hosting the World Cup. When the World Cup begins, it means that thousands of fans from around the globe will travel to India, purchase World Cup tickets, stay in hotels, eat at restaurants and roadside stalls, order food to be delivered to their homes while watching matches, buy souvenirs and other goods, visit local landmarks and tourist attractions, and do a lot more. The cost of all of this will be higher due to the basic economic principle of demand and supply combined with the capitalistic gains the various companies will want to have, which will undoubtedly inject a significant amount of money into the Indian economy. And according to Bloomberg Prime Research, India's economy is set to experience a boost in consumption and will be $1.64 billion, approximately 13,500 crores wealthier following the World Cup, and this is a conservative estimate. Another optimistic estimate by economists at Bank of Baroda say that the World Cup may boost the economy by as much as $2.4 billion. The World Cup will have 48 games in total spread across 10 cities in India with two high-stake games, India vs Pakistan and the finals in Ahmedabad. Assuming a stadium-packed scenario with 100% occupancy, the total number of attendees are estimated at 24.8 lakh. Now coming to the direct impact as a result of the World Cup and how much money comes in because you, the consumer, start to spend and so do businesses. First, let's start with ticket sales. The average price for each ticket is upwards of 3,000 rupees, but the starting price varies from rupees 500 upwards to 1 lakh for the premium seats. Interestingly, all tickets for India matches have been sold out and are now being resold in the secondary markets. The highly anticipated India vs Pakistan tickets, which costed a mere 2,000 rupees, are being sold at 4.5 lakh rupees in the secondary market. Based on data, for the last two World Cups, an average of 20% of the visitors are international and 40% each are from Indians from outside the city and within the home city. Foreign tourist arrivals, or FTA, in India are expected to recover to about 80 to 90% of the pre-COVID levels in 2023. The economists expect total Indian viewership for the tournament, including both on television and streaming platforms, to be far larger than the 552 million seen in 2019. That may generate 10,500 crores to 12,000 crore in TV rights and sponsorship revenue on the conservative basis. It's the opportunity for brands to showcase themselves and drive sales. Industry sources say the World Cup on Disney Star's digital and TV platform will reach 800 million audiences this time and rake in more smartphone users as it is going to be streamed for free. The hopes are that the offer of free mobile streaming will attract more users into the Hotstar ecosystem and generate huge audiences that will deliver greater advertising revenues. Historically, the World Cup is a bonanza for broadcasters, with advertisers clamoring to pay as much as 10 to 30 lakh for a 10-second slot during matches. Industry sources estimate a cost of 3 lakhs per second. So in that case, a 10-second ad slot would cost as much as an impressive 30 lakhs. Moreover, the World Cup is coinciding with India's festive season for the first time since 1987, with brands associating their products with the tournament, engaging fans with innovative promotions. Major sporting events like the World Cup have historically had a multifaceted positive impact on the host nation's economy. They attract a significant number of international tourists who spend on accommodation, food, travel, and entertainment. This influx of international visitors creates a direct positive impact on tourism and hospitality sectors, stimulating economic growth. Moreover, as visitors do not only come to witness the matches, travel companies are offering bundled packages post-match exploration of the respective destinations. Airline tickets and hotel rentals across venues for matches featuring India have surged for the period. For instance, rates are up 150% for select hotels and 80% for select flights compared to the week prior to match day, with some rates up to the extent of 13 times or 5 times. Strangely, for the India-Pakistan game, cricket fans are looking for innovative ways to catch their favorite cricketing spectacle. Since hotel rates in the city have hit a record high, fans are now making their way to hospital rooms in the city. Restaurants and food chains are expected to increase a substantial increase in reservations, catering not only to tourists but to the millions of Indians opting for food delivery. With some restaurants streaming matches and offering attractive offers, it is anticipated to increase footfalls in bars and restaurants. Many working professionals are likely to stay at home to watch the World Cup, especially on days of key matches, and order food and daily essentials online. To cater to the anticipated additional demand, companies in food, grocery, and e-commerce deliveries are ramping up the hiring of temporary delivery staff. In addition to the boost in tourism, major sporting events also tend to spur increased domestic consumption. Residents often spend more on related merchandises, and excitement surrounding the event can lead to higher overall spending. Infrastructure development associated with the event, such as upgrades to stadiums or transportation networks, can stimulate the construction sector and enhance the country's long-term tourism appeal. The tournament will also support Indian government coffers through increased tax collections on ticket sales, goods and services taxes on hotels, restaurants, and food delivery, giving the country additional fiscal space. In conclusion, the 2023 World Cup is not merely a sporting spectacle, it's a catalyst for economic transformation. While cricket remains at the center, the World Cup will touch every facet of the economy. There are a few sectors that stand to gain with a massive event like the World Cup in the short term. As discussed earlier, the aviation sector, hospitality sector, food and beverages like QSR, food aggregators and beverage companies, followed by alcohol, media and advertising, and tourism are the few sectors that could have a positive and direct impact due to the World Cup. Furthermore, the tournament aligns perfectly with India's festive season, forging a unique bond between brands and fans. The World Cup is expected to bring a significant economic benefit to India, with an estimated increase in wealth of around 13,500 crores or $1.6 billion, and this is a conservative estimate. Some economists at Bank of Baroda have projected an economic boost of 22,000 crore rupees or $2.6 billion, this being an optimistic scenario. As the tournament unfolds across the sprawling landscape of India, it promises to have an indelible mark on both the cricketing history books and the ledgers of the Indian economy. Whether it's the roar of the crowd, the boost in domestic consumption, or the surge in tourism, the World Cup isn't just a game changer, it's a celebration of India's passion, resilience, and the boundless possibilities of this economy. Having said that, this is me, Rahul Singh, signing off. Have a great day and stay safe.
Did you like watching this video? Then download our app, Informed Investor, to watch more such informative and interesting videos.